welcome you all. In previous lecture, we have discussed about the hydrosphere. So, hydrosphere, that means in aquatic habitat, the plant success from aquatic habitat, the plant successions will be start from pioneer community to the climax community. In hydrosphere, there are different the hydrosphere succession having the different stages, as I have already discussed with you. The first stage in the hydrosphere, that is the pioneer stage. So in pioneer stage there is this pioneer stage, which is a phytoplankton stage, because in this stage the different types of phytoplanktons they are forms their colonies. For example, the blue-green algae, some diatoms, then some bacteria. They can live as a pioneer stage, and they are live in a colony. Also, some animals, smaller animals like Paramecium, amoeba, verticillium, these are also appeared at the pond, water at the bottom of the pond. After its growth on the phytoplanktons, they will be dead and that forms the mud at the bottom of the pond. So this is the pioneer stage. Then second stage is the submerged stage. In submerged stage, due to the soft muddy birds develop at the bottom, some plants, submerged plants that will be grown bottom. So these are the some rooted submerged plant like Hydrilla, Ceratophyllum, Talisneria, etc. They can grow on the bottom of that pond. Then after some time, this habitat will be less suitable due to the rapid growth of that submerged plant, because these submerged plants they can grow very vegetatively propagated, so their growth will be very fast, and due to this growth this habitat will be less suitable for the submerged plant. So instead of submerged plants, some floating plants will be grow on that place. So next stage after the submerged plant, there is the floating stage. In floating stage, the plant which are having the large leaves and they can be easily floated over the water, these are plants will be grow at that place. And the submerged plant, they will be they present at the bottom, and here the this area that will be inhibited by the submerged plant, they will be now at that place the floating plants that will be also grow, because the in floating plant the roots are floating in floating plants, roots of the plants grow at the bottom, but their all growth that will be on surface of the water. So in that case, these floating plants will be grow and they will be cover the whole surface of the water. And due to this growth of this floating plant, they cover the all surface, because this floating plant having the very large size leaves. For example, nymphia आपने देखा जो these nymphia plant cover the all ponds. So due to this, the submerged plant they cannot receive the light, because and if the light is not sufficient, they will be ultimately affected on the growth of that plants. Then next stage of the floating stage, there is the reed swamp stage. Reed swamp stage, in that the amphibious plants will be grow, because this reed swamp stage it is on the sides of this or the borders of the plants. So here the amphibious plants like typha, saprus, pragmatis like plants they will be grow, and they having the plant having the rhizomatous plant. So they are very strongly attached or anchoring to the soil of that plant. And amphibian, that means there half part of these plants there should be water and half part will be in soil. So at this stage they have having the very strong anchoring system. Then reed swan stage, the reed swan stage, there is the sage meadow stage or marshy stage. In marshy stage, some due to the successive decreasing in the water level, the sage meadow stage or marshy stages are in that some members of the Cyperaceae or Gramineae family, they will be grow on that surfaces. Then in that also some plants like mint or campanula, they are also grow on that marshy schedule stage. Then woodland stage, in woodland stage there is the formation of the woody plant. So here some shrub plants or herbaceous plants that will be grown. For example, acacia, terminalia, salix. These are the plants they will be having. They grow on that after the marshy stage because the soil is become soil is exposed to the light, the soil is dried and they are having the high content of the organic matter. So here these plants like acacia terminalia, then the wood plants they will be converted or the next stage after the woodland plant there is the forest stage. In forest stage, plants those are having according to the climate stage, those plants which are suitable for that particular environment, they can only goes to the climax community. Climax community in the sense the stable community. तो स्टेबल कम्युनिटी कब हो सकती है जब वहाँ पे जो भी प्लांट्स है वो जो एनवायरमेंट है उस एरिया का उस एनवायरमेंट में वो प्लांट स्टेबल हो सकते हैं मतलब उनकी ग्रोथ हो सके जो भी एनवायरमेंट कंडीशन है कंडीशन प्लांट ग्रो होते हैं या यदि हाई रेनफॉल है तो हाई रेनफॉल जहाँ पे होता है तो वहाँ पे प्लांट कैसे ग्रो हो सकते हैं जिसके लीव्स एकदम छोटे लीव्स होने चाहिए जो प्लांट स्ट्रक्चर है प्लांट स्ट्रक्चर भी एकदम कोनिकल होना चाहिए जहाँ जो कि रेनफॉल की वजह से वो प्लांट डिस्ट्रैक्ट ना हो सके इस तरह जहाँ पे यदि झेरी कंडीशन है ड्रॉट है तो वहाँ पे जिसके लीव्स प्लांट हो और जिनमें जो भी प्लांट हो उनकी वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी अच्छी है वैसे ही प्लांट झेरी और ड्रॉट कंडीशन में ग्रो हो सकते कंडीशन for these are the different stages of the hydrosphere. Sector I have discussed very fast that I want to understand the plant. वीडियो की वॉइस आ रही है आपको?
नहीं मैम।
अब आप वॉइस क्लियर?
आती नहीं है मैम आपकी आवाज।
So this is the second stage. Okay. So second stage, first stage is 5 minutes. Phytoplankton will be grown. So here in rooted submerged stage, there is the plants will grow with the organic matter, high organic matter at that place. So plants like Photomageton, Hydrilla, Vallisneria, they can grow on the mud of that bottom of this area of pond. Then the third stage, it is the floating stage. तो फिगर में आप देख सकते हो सबमर्ज स्टेज एकदम बॉटम में ग्रो होती है, उसके बाद फ्लोटिंग स्टेज है जो कि उसकी जो ग्रोथ है वो वाटर सरफेस पे वहां पे आपको नजर आएगी. प्लांट्स लाइक निम्फिया, नेरिम्बो that can be grow on this floating stage, and these plants they water rich in minerals and also the organic matter. So at that place, the rapid growth of plants will be takes place. Then fourth stage is the reed swamp stage. So it is the amphibious stage. In that amphibious plants like Typha, Phagmites, Sagittarius, etc. plants they can be grow and they can produce the abundant amount of organic matter, and they can transpire the huge amount plants they can show by setting down hills and ultimately increases the organic matter in the ponds. Then after the reed swamp, there is the marshy meadow stage. In that marshy shore, plants like carex, cypress, uncus, also some grasses. That means the members of the gramine and cyperaceae plants will be grow. And the plants they are having the very high humus content. Then after marsh meadow, there is the woodland stage. In woodland stage, there is the some shrubby plants, they can be grow and they will be tolerant in waterlogged condition. For example, Cephalanthus is the plant. They can grow at it is the shrubby plants you can see in the picture. So these plants they can rapidly grow on this woodland stage and they can lower down the water table or water level of the pond. Then after woodland stage, there is the climax stage. So in climax stage, these often they will disappear and they most of the plants, the shade loving plants will be tolerant at that place. And once the area goes under the deep water, becomes finally transferred into the forest. So ultimately, from जो deep area रहता है they are slowly converted into the फॉरेस्ट एरिया. तो फर्स्ट जो भी हाइड्रोस्फीयर में हमने अभी देखा जो फर्स्ट स्टेज है पायोनियर स्टेज और उससे ही फाइटोप्लैंक्टन स्टेज बोलते हैं कि जहाँ पे फर्स्ट लिविंग कम्युनिटी वहाँ पे डेवलप होती है एज अ फाइटोप्लैंक्टन. देन आफ्टर फाइटोप्लैंक्टन विच स्टेज? सेकंड स्टेज कौन सी आती है आफ्टर फाइटोप्लैंक्टन? So there is the submerged stage or rooted submerged stage. Then third stage, which is the floating stage. After floating stage, there is the reed swamp stage. Then there is the marshy stage. Then woodland stage, and last one is the climax stage. So in this way, the whole hydrosphere, in hydrosphere habitat, the plant succession will be take place from pioneer community to the planet community. Then this is the one example, and that is the write detailed note on xerosphere and lithosphere. So xerosphere, as known as the process of succession on bark or rock surfaces which can be hardly sustain any life as it is devoid of the nutrients and water. So when the plant succession will take place in the dry habitat, then which is called as zero sphere. Then the zero sphere also differentiated into the lithosphere or thermosphere. So in that sometimes the plant succession will be takes place on the sand. At that place, the thermosphere, that succession is called as thermosphere. When the succession will be start on the rock surfaces, then it is called as lithosphere. So here we can consider the one example of the lithosphere. The conditions are adversely as there is no soil for anchorage of the plants, temperature is high and light is intense. So, I think the plant succession will be on the rock surfaces or in dry condition. It is at the initial. Also takes place on that surfaces. So in case of the zero sphere, the plant carries the first stage of in zero sphere, that is the crustose lichen. So I hope all of you are little bit know about the lichen. So lichens is the small plants like structure. They can grow on the different surfaces, like sometimes they can grow on rocks or bark surfaces. So this crustal lichen, it is the first stage. In that, these lichens that can be grow or there will be colored forms of the crustal lichen like Rhizocarpon, Rhinodini, then Lecanura are the pioneers which is grow on the rock surfaces and go under the adverse conditions. So on rocky surfaces, the first pioneer community is the crustose lichen. In lichen, crustose lichen, it is in thalloid form and they can grow on the, in pioneer stage, they can grow on the rock surfaces. In the dried condition, as you know, there is a very light is very high, high intense, then temperature is also high, then water or the humidity is very low. So in the different adverse condition, these crystal lichens, they can grow on the rock surface. Then And the rate of the growth of lichen is very poor and responds to the low rate of metabolism. So the fructose lichen grow, they liberated carbon dioxide in respiration, which combines with the water to form the carbonic acid. So here actually the reactions will be take place from in between the plant and rock surfaces. So when these lichen will be grow or the growth will be takes place, at that time they can evolve or they can liberate the carbon dioxide. जब भी फ्रुक्टोज की वहाँ पे ग्रोथ होनी स्टार्ट होती है तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर लिबरेट करता है तो जब भी this carbon dioxide they will be combines with the water जो भी वहाँ पे मॉइस्चर कंटेंट है वाटर लेवल है उसके साथ वो कंबाइन हो जाता है वहाँ पे कार्बोनिक एसिड फॉर्म होता है so this carbonic acid they can this carbonic acid they can form on the or they can reacted with the rock surfaces and the weathering or the process of weathering that will be takes place. So weathering that means the breakdown of these रॉकी सरफेसेस विल बी स्टार्ट आउट तो जब भी रॉक सरफेस जो भी रॉक है रॉक ब्रेक होना स्टार्ट होता है उसे बोलते हैं वेदरिंग तो जो कार्बोनिक एसिड यहाँ पे तैयार हो रहा है क्रिस्टल लाइकेन क्या करते हैं कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लिबरेट करते हैं और वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर दोनों रिएक्ट होके वहाँ पे कार्बनिक एसिड फॉर्म और जो कार्बनिक एसिड तैयार हो रहा है वो जो रॉक सरफेस है उसके साथ उसके रिएक्ट होता है और वहाँ पे वेदरिंग प्रोसेस होती है वेदरिंग जो भी रॉक है वो रॉक ब्रेक डाउन हो जाता है उसका छोटे छोटे टुकड़े हो जाते हैं वहाँ पे so the lichen on rock surface it is imperceptible immediately however the community affects over a period of few released by accumulation of sun soil around the crystal lichen. So this process, weathering process takes the long time. After 4 to 5 years, this forms some soil around the crystal lichen. So the pioneer stage जो यहाँ पे है pioneer stage which is long stage in that this crystal lichen they can grow on the rock surface then they can after the in growth the crystal lichen liberated of this carbon dioxide they will be combined with the water molecule and they form the carbonic acid. And this carbonic acid they will be reacted on the rock surfaces. After that the weathering process will be start. Weathering process that means the breaking of the rock. So this process the weathering takes much time that is 4 to 5 years or more years. And after that, the rock surfaces, the soil will be the first stage. So now I stop here. In next lecture, we will discuss the zero. So all of you are got point about the hydrosphere जो